Hello, all. I'm Tara. I'm a spiritual coach and teacher, and I wasn't planning to be on today, but my guides kind of woke me up with a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, and I really wanted to honor where people are because there is a lot of people that are feeling like they've lost faith, they've lost hope, and it's totally understandable. I've definitely had my moments of that in the last couple of weeks, and to really be conscious of saying when I do feel my hope or my faith slipping, and to kind of figure out ways to restore it and to bring it kind of back into me. And so this video is going to be a little bit longer than I normally do, but I've got some really good kind of topics that I think is going to be really important and really help you through this turbulent time. Because I will tell you that based on everything that I know, based on everything my guides have said, based on astrology, this year is going to be rough. So let's figure out ways on how we kind of help restore our faith and our hope. That's what this video is. We're going to talk about the important factors to kind of pay attention to this year. We're going to look at resources that you have available, free and paid. We're going to do a kind of fairly quick visualization for you. And then kind of wrapping up with how to be gentle with yourself. So again, kind of a very different video than I normally do, but I do think it's going to help your and my faith and our hope, our good emotions coming back up to the surface. Because when we get into a spot that's kind of in that doom and gloom, it's almost easier to stay in the doom and gloom than to try to acknowledge it and then move forward with it. And so I want you to take all your emotions that you have right now, whether you're feeling hopelessness, whether you're feeling fear or anger or disgust, frustration, any of it. And I want you to imagine you've got a box right here, and you put it all into the box. It's there for you. After this video, you can pick it up and take whatever emotions you want back out of the box. But for now, that box is next to you and sealed, and you don't have to worry about those emotions right now. So here are some important factors to pay attention to. I got one of my pups right here. I got the other one. They always like to be acknowledged as I am doing videos. And that is important too, is to find things in your life that make a difference to you. And if it's your pets, if it's your family, blood or chosen, if it is your friends, like who's important to you. So that really is an added bonus to this section. But let's actually talk about numerology for a second. Currently, 2025 is a 9-year, and 9 years are endings. They are the breaking down of old things that no longer serve us. They are the things of all of a sudden something that we thought was going to be around for a while isn't. And that isn't necessarily to say that they're gone completely. It's that version of it has to change, has to transform. And some things, depending on what it is, are going to be gone completely. And that's okay. It's this process that we are all collectively going through. So we're going to see that at a collective level and at a collective world level. And then when we kind of jump over into astrology, and I'm not going to go super deep into astrology, there is a ton of amazing astrologers out there that can tell you all about the kind of integral parts of it. But for astrology, it's a huge, huge year. And a couple of highlights is Pluto moved into Aquarius late last year. This starts a 20-year cycle of change. So, and structural change. So that's starting. And to start that, we have to clear away some of the old that isn't working. And also, we're going to have Uranus shifting into Gemini this year, and Saturn and Neptune are going to go into Aries for a little bit this year, and then more next year, and then they're going to stay in there for, again, several years. So this is setting us up for a multi-year change. And because of it setting us up for a multi-year change, we've got to break down the structures, the governments, the corporations that aren't working, and they probably won't go away. It's good that they're going to change and transform and make things better. But in order to do that, we have to see all of the holes or the pieces that don't fit anymore. And that can be really hard and painful, especially when we thought we liked what our institutions or our structures or our corporations represented that stability. And we may not have as much stability this year because in order for the new to come in, that old stability and old structures are on shaky ground and some of them are gonna collapse, some of them aren't, some of them are just gonna change and transform. We're seeing that already. Obviously, we know what's going on in the U.S., but the Syria government fell. The German government got a vote of no confidence. The French government got a vote of no confidence. So this is a whole worldwide shift. The Canadian Prime Minister just this week said he was stepping down. So there's a whole bunch of change and upheaval and upsetting things that are happening right now worldwide. And it shows up in the astrology that, yes, the astrologers have been talking about this for years, that 2025 is going to be this really chaotic year of huge, massive shifts and changes. And then on top of that, if that wasn't enough, we've got Mars retrograding, and it just moved back into Cancer. Now, on a lower level, that means a whole bunch of pent-up anger and passion and outbursts. But if you're looking at it more from a hope or a faith timeline, it's showing you where you have to be resilient for this year. You are the one that's going to be in charge of your hope and your faith. All of these resources, including these videos, including me, including other teachers, can help you, but you have to choose to do this journey yourself. And then as we do it individually, we're also then doing it collectively. So it is Mars retrograding in Cancer is through this month and almost all of February. And so it's going to give us a lot of time to really connect with our self-care, our self-love, our self-compassion, and probably counting to 10 more than once. Remember, words can hurt, especially to your loved ones. So make sure, or to yourself, you can be super critical of yourself. So make sure that you are starting to become a little bit more conscious of the words you're saying, of the energy that you are putting your focus toward. Are you putting it toward self-care and love, or are you putting that energy and focus toward the upheaval? Because when we put it toward the upheaval, it creates more of it because there's more energy to it. Now, I'm not saying not to pay attention. This year, we're going to be definitely paying attention in multiple ways in different things. But it's acknowledging it and then coming back to your focus. All right, let's get into resources. Okay, let's start with free resources. I'm going to do 3 for you. And, got the other pup sighting. The first one is I did a video called What If We Resist with Joy and Hope and Faith? And it was a challenge from one of the astrologers I listened to, one of my mentors and teachers. And so I accepted that challenge, and I will put that video link in the description. But make sure you are watching videos that uplift you. Maybe they're funny dog videos, funny cat videos. I've started to recently rewatch some Carol Burnett shows. They are on YouTube now. And even as a kid, I loved Carol Burnett. And they were already in reruns when I was watching her. But I've always loved Carol Burnett. And she makes you laugh. And even the skits that they did, I believe in the 70s is when her show originally aired. They are still hilarious today. They are timeless. They've aged amazingly well. So definitely, if you're looking for somebody to have some laughs with, check out Carol Burnett. And focus on number 3 is to focus on your personal life. Things that are important to you for your spiritual well-being. Is it your family, blood or chosen? Is it friends? Is it your support network? Your community, your pets, nature? What things really kind of, when you are around them, they fill you up and they make you feel good? Focus on those, engage in those activities or groups with people, whatever that is going to help you navigate through these turbulent times. All right, those are 3 free resources for you. And I got so many notes today from my guides. I definitely had to do paper. But then let's switch in to some paid resources. And I do have paid offerings. And sometimes that is the better choice and path for you. It doesn't matter if you do the free ones, if you do the paid ones, if you do mixed, if you find other people. However your resources are coming to you, that is how you're going to help weather 2025. All right, so first up, I do private sessions called Spiritual Blueprints, and they are to figure out your big theme for 12 months and then your details so that you can incorporate them into your daily life easily, supporting your big themes that's going to help you the most in 2025. If you would rather do a community, I've got a membership program. It is just $8 a month if you follow the link below. And make sure you do it from that link, not the Patreon app. And that we're over this whole course of the year, we are focusing on how you can nurture yourself, raise your vibration and your frequency with hope and faith, no matter what is going on, all the chaos around you. This is a great group to really encourage you to find your own resilience in this chaotic world. And then finally, I've just decided I'm going to offer a standalone class on the weekend of inauguration. So that's Saturday. And it is how to cope and navigate this year of turbulence and change. And that class is going to be $39 up for a person. And if you bring a friend, then it's $35 per person. And so the link will also be in the description of this video. Again, standalone class. You don't need to be in my membership. You don't have needed to take a private session with me. It's just truly to give you a 90-minute class on how to get through this year of turbulence. All right, that is the resource section for you. And we are going to move in to a quick visualization for you. All right, let's go ahead and get comfortable. If you are driving or walking, you probably want to come back to this portion of the video. But if you are ready to do a visualization, go ahead and either lay or sit wherever you're comfortable. These are different than a meditation where you can keep your eyes open. You're just gonna see me on the screen. Or if you want, you can close your eyes. Totally up to you. But let's get started with 3 deep breaths. Deep inhale and slowly exhale. Take another deep breath. And slowly exhale. And take a final deep breath. And slowly exhale. Good. Now, if you've closed your eyes, or even if you haven't, I want you to imagine you are walking down a hallway and there is a door in front of you. As you open this door, you walk into this beautiful, cozy room. And there is a beautiful fire in the fireplace and a really comfy, oversized chair right next to it. Go ahead, walk to the chair and sit down, get comfortable, pull the blanket that you see on it, and just sit in this gorgeous, comfortable room. And as you do, there is this beautiful, warm, loving, comfortable light that surrounds you, completely engulfing you in a gorgeous, gentle hug. And allowing yourself to take a deep breath and slowly exhaling. Allowing yourself to know that even amidst the chaos, you are grounded and safe right here in this moment. Allowing yourself to be more comfortable and relaxed. Watching the fire, snuggling into this comfy chair. Let your shoulders drop. Take a deep breath. And slowly exhale. And you look around this room knowing that it's something you've almost been to before. It's super familiar to you. And you have the realization that you can come back here any time you need to feel grounded or comfortable or that loving, beautiful embrace. And now we're going to get out of the chair. It's time to start to come back. But knowing this room exists for you anytime you want it. You give one last look to the fire and kind of smile to yourself at this cozy, cozy room. And you head to the door and out back into the hallway. And when you're ready, open your eyes if you close them, paying attention to the sounds in the room again and reorientating yourself back here in the present moment. Welcome back from the visualization. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it brought you a little bit of comfort and maybe some renewed hope and faith in your own life. And then I wanted to talk about one of the things that we so often dismiss or take for granted is being gentle with ourselves. We are so critical of ourselves in self-talk, in judgment, in saying we should have done this or we should have done that. And this year is really giving us the opportunity to be gentle, to talk to ourselves with self-compassion, self-love, and self-care, and to do things that make our spirit joyful and hopeful and have faith in ourselves, in yourself, regardless of the chaos that is being thrown around all of us. This is your year to really connect with your strength, with your resilience, and then spread that out to the world. And the more you can do that, you are going to be in a better place mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And there are going to be days that it's going to be hard, and there are going to be days that you get sucked down the doom scrolling or the news, and that's okay. And just know that you can reset at any time. You can watch this video again anytime you need, which is one of the reasons I chose to do a longer video today for you. I know when I'm struggling, when I'm trying to, get back into that beautiful light, that beautiful hope, I choose videos that are longer so that I have more time, even if they're just running in the background, to slowly process what they're saying, to absorb it, to make it into my soul of yes, it is okay to have hope, to have faith, to be on a love timeline. It is okay for you to feel all of those emotions. And that's what is going to move you forward. That's what's going to move me forward. And it's what's moving the collective forward. And to end, if you watch any of my videos, I always will end with a self-hug. Make sure you get both sides. You have a private and a public side, and both sides need your support right now and will for the rest of this year. This is going to be a year that we get to decide how we are choosing to deal with everything going on around us and our individual selves. If you have liked this video, please make sure you like it and subscribe. That really does help YouTube know that this content is valuable to you and to others. And I so appreciate you, whether you are a new subscriber or an older subscriber, you've been here a while. I am very, very grateful that you are taking a few moments or several moments out of your day to listen to these videos, to interact with them, to leave comments, to like them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will get through this year. We are going to do it by connecting with ourselves, with yourself, and our communities. And that means if you listen to me as a teacher, if you listen to other psychics or readers or astrologers or other spiritual teachers, that is community. That is who you're supposed to be connecting with. I've never liked the idea of only having one teacher, one set of viewpoints. And there might be things that you disagree with me on, and that's fine. As long as you are respectful in the comments or in the membership, totally cool. It's your journey. It's your spirituality is going to be different than the person next to you, than the person on the other side of you, than me. We're all on our own spiritual paths, and yet we're all connected and they all converge. All right, that is what I have for you today. Huge, huge hugs and love to all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.